Hey, hey, hey! How
Hey,
you
you
guys
guys.
doing? We back. Y'all, I look like I've been working out. Because I have. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm in pain.
I look like I'm tired because I am. Man, I did not realize that now that my son is back to school, how tiring it is
You gotta
driving
run
back and
kids
forth.
all over the planet. I just don't, yeah. It's a lot. Um, Welcome to It's On, guys. Podcast where we talk about all things TV. We throw some movies in there too every once in a while. I wanted to mention briefly that I did see the Suicide Squad, the sequel to the first one. It
I
is
haven't
much
seen,
better than the first one. Much
really.
better.
I've seen reviews saying it's not even worth it.
It's
So
much better than the first one. I now keep in mind, because I was tired from all the ripping and running that I normally do, I went to sleep because I was dog tired. So I have to finish it. But from what I saw, it is way better. The first movie, my high points were one of the guys that's in this Harley Quinn, of course, and then Deadshot. But then Will Smith had some conflict issues or scheduling issues, so they couldn't do Will Smith, so they had to take a different turn. The director for this version of the Suicide Squad is the same guy who directed Guardians of the Galaxy from Marvel. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So it's really really good. It's if you don't like a whole lot of violence and gore, you might not want to do it. But DC is real. DC is dark. You might not see the violence and the gore in Marvel because Marvel kind of like is Disneyed up, but DC is a little bit more grittier. So, but I loved it. I really, from what I saw, it was funny. Idris Elba, of course, never bad to see him in a movie. I love him, and then of course, You Can't See Me. John Cena is in it as well. Um, he's turning out
um
a
yeah,
little.
did you I was going to ask you, did you see on our page where I tagged you on the stuff about your man from SVU?
I saw him.
And he was in that split.
I saw him, girl. Oh, Driscoll Maloney. Let me tell y'all something. Stabler is my boo. I just want y'all to know. We will be reviewing. We kind of fell off on reviewing Law and Order. That new Law
Criminal
and Order that he's on is good,
crime.
baby.
Is it crime organization?
Organized crime, baby. And it's so
Organized
good. And
crime.
they got renewed for a second season, which
Well,
I'm
that's good.
awesome. We reviewing that when that comes back. By the way, This Is Us is not coming back till January. Did you know that?
See, they playing with my emotions
They're
here.
not coming back to January. Like, who does
Maybe
that?
well, you know what? Maybe because the spread of COVID and they have to be safe. Girl, you got to think about it.
Let me
We
say
in
this.
COVID.
Everybody else been shooting their shows. Y'all know to take your test in quarantine and all this stuff. They not coming back to January, girl. I was
Well,
up
maybe they didn't want to do like a couple of episodes and then winter. It's a winter
because
break. A
they did
winter,
start later. They started later last year. I do know that.
right.
I was upset when I read that. I said, why January? Why would you do this to us? Okay. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Love Is Blind. I call it a reunion, although they already had a reunion show. It's a few episodes, kind of. Don't do that, Wendy. Don't do that.
It
It's
really didn't. You know what? I watched it and it really didn't pique my interest. I was like, okay.
I dug the drama because it was a little bits of drama. It's what
Now the Jessica Benton and I keep forgetting his wife's name.
Amber,
Amber.
Arnett,
Amber.
and Jessica. You
Now
got
that's
Diamond.
cute.
You got Carlton. You got the lovely married couple, Lauren and Cameron, which I love. And then you
Mhm.
got, oh my God, Giannina and what's that boy name? What
The
is
one that
They brought the girl. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about Damien. It was, to me, I dug. It was just enough drama. It wasn't super dramatic like Our Housewives or Married at First Sight, but it was just enough drama to get us to where we needed to be. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that tonight. So that's gonna be our main topic. But first, we gotta get into our regular schmegulars that we got in the lineup.
Girl,
take it off with Grownish. This was an important episode.
Girl, this was a deep episode.
It was so deep. I dug it.
I really thought that he would got shot. I did.
Right.
I was like,
no! The scene opens up with Doug going on a run. And you kind of see Doug, he's running through these different places. He stops in the store to get a Gatorade. He pays for it. He walks out, and the cops got the gun on him. His hands are up, and he gets shot. And so I dropped whatever I had in my hand. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a drink. I don't know what it was that I had in my hand at the time. Because I thought Doug got shot. And I said, oh my God, they're going to have to walk for freedom for Doug and all this other stuff. But no, that's not what happened. Doug was running at the same time. A young man was running on like the East Coast. He got stopped by police. He got shot. Of course, this is, mirroring what we've seen, especially because they're just now on the pandemic.
But what was interesting is how they did it, because they did it like you saw it in the eyes of the person.
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't know if it was him or not.
The way they did it was awesome. I love the way that they did that whole thing. As somebody who likes watching TV, to see them do different things. I dug it. I loved it. So they were all talking about what had happened. They're looking at, things that don't happen. Of course, we know all too well from the multiple Black people that were murdered for doing absolutely nothing, or they might have been doing something, but it did not warrant the gunfire, the shots being fired, them dying, them, holding them down. George Floyd, we finally got some type of conviction for George Floyd. The same with Joachim Bolt. I cannot pronounce that man's name. In Texas, where the lady walks into this man's apartment and shoots him. He eating a bowl of cereal on the couch in the dark, and she shoots this man in his own place. She's trying to get her conviction overturned. It's, the judge said, "Nah, girl, you done walked into somebody else's apartment and killed them. You gonna stay in that jail." And so I don't think it was enough that Derek Chauvin got for killing George Floyd. I don't think it was enough time, but it's a step in the right direction. And then we just had an incident here where a man, a security guard, shot a man because they were arguing over his loud music. And of course, guess what? He is white.
And you know what? A friend of mine, we just talked about that, because we was like, it's taking them a long time to show the picture of the person. And I was like, oh, he white.
He got to be. He got to be. I said that Sunday on the size of, I'll say it again, that normally when they withhold that type of information, it's going to be a person of a different color. And that's what I thought it was. He was a former police officer in Mississippi, I think Olive Branch or South Haven. He was there for several years, and now he was a security guard. And I knew by the comments that he made to the guy, from what the witnesses said, that he was white.
Over loud music.
Right. Really. Over loud music. So he's in jail, charged with second-degree murder right now.
But I think his sister wants him to be charged for first degree.
His sister? Oh, the victim's sister. Yeah. We'll see how that pans out. Well, the crew they're getting together, trying to protest, and the girl that Doug has, who it just so happens to be what's his name, Lucas' little sister, is really trying to get Doug. Everybody's trying to get Doug to, hey, Doug, this could have been you jogging and you got shot and killed. And then we would be protesting for you. So they got to the conversation of good black people and bad black people. And they ended up labeling Doug as a bad black person, which was crazy.
But you know what? I kind of feel what he was saying, though. I kind of really feel what he was saying, because he was like, it doesn't matter if we protest, how much protesting we do. It's like nothing's ever going to change. We can protest, but this is how he was thinking. We can protest till our colors turn blue, black, white, whatever. It's still nothing's going to change now. Now, we had that conviction with George Floyd. That is a small step.
We had that.
But there are so many black people who have been killed.
But you know what? I'm not going to say that protesting hasn't done anything, because although the cops, the murderers, have not been arrested for our girl Breonna Taylor, they did get the laws changed, that the no-knock warrant, they got that. So I'm not going to say that protesting doesn't work. It doesn't happen as quickly as we would like. And the other issue with us protesting is we can't come together as a whole in the black community. It's more, I see more of other races going out and protesting for us than I see us. And then if we say we're going to boycott a particular thing, we don't do that. I ain't finna do that. I can't give up my Coke. I can't give up my Pepsi. Like, who gonna do that? I'm not gonna stop watching the NFL games. Like, it's things that we can't collectively get together on and do what needs to be done. Even the economic part of it, because I've always felt like, I'm for everybody that goes and marches. I'm for that. I'm 100% for it. I stand behind you. Am I gonna go out and march with you? Today, I almost killed myself walking around a track several times. So, no, I don't think I'm going to be marching with you. However, girl, I thought I was going to die. Okay, I'm sorry. However, I've always thought that economically, if we pulled our monies from certain organizations and from certain places where people see that, hey, we're the number one consumer of any other race. Black people are the number one consumer. We are.
We are.
Money,
and can you imagine if we put all of our resources in the black community? It would have been it would be just lovely.
Yeah. But we're not going to do that, because you got some people over here that's not going to do, and you got people over here that's willing to do. And so because we have those different things, and the other thing is, and I've always made it a point to try my best to support black businesses. I've always tried to do it. Now I'm also say this: supporting black business does not mean that, hey,
you can talk to me any kind of way.
You can act any kind of way. The customer service is atrocious at some of these black businesses. So, no, I'm not going to support you just because you are a black business, especially if I get bad service. Now, I always give people the opportunity to correct a wrong. I'm not going to blast you on social media unless you just do something heinous. But I'm not about blasting people on social media. I'm going to call the manager. I'm going to talk to whoever I need to talk to. Hey, this person right here has a nasty attitude. This person right here mistreated me. I had to wait 2 hours for my food and I called it in. Those types of things, those things can be fixed with management. So I'm not going to necessarily blast you. However, I feel like if you're constantly not doing anything to change your situation because you hired Pookie and them or cousin Ray to work in the kitchen, not in the kitchen, work with the customers, and cousin Ray don't know how to do customer service. And I really wish that somebody, maybe that's God, because I've been saying this for the longest, maybe God is telling me something. But I wish that somebody would would market to these businesses on customer service training because they need it. All of them, every restaurants, and not just the black ones, the white ones too, need customer service training. You get customers, if you work in customer service for a corporation, you go through customer service training. They give you talk offs or catchphrases or script to go by to do the sales or to do your customer service job. They need that. And I've gone off on the tangent. Let me reel it back in. Doug threw a party at Luca's Loft, and he was trying to charge $20 a head. And so the little sister, Luca, was telling people, hey, listen, if you sign this petition so that we can get the officers arrested that killed this black young man, you can get into the party for free. So Doug was pissed off. Like, hold on, bro. I'm trying to hustle. Luca, this our party. How you letting her do this? He said, well, this is my life and this is my sister. And I told her she could do it. So, fall off. I can't remember exactly what did it for Doug to where he decided enough is enough. Let me go on and put my hat in the
No, it was a kid. It was a kid that got shot and killed by the police.
Okay. Yeah.
From the school. And so he went into the girls' room, the dorm room, and he was literally crying.
Yeah.
But that was the reason why. And then he went to Aaron and said, okay, what can we do?
Because it's hard. It's not just grown men getting killed. It's babies. I think of Tamir Rice every other month. That baby's, he comes across my heart and my spirit. I think about him all the time because I have boys that, at the time when Tamir Rice got killed, my baby was 12, if I'm not mistaken. My big boy was 12. And then my baby, and to have these conversations with a child who is in kindergarten and saying, hey, baby, you gotta do this if the police approaches you and this. And I've also talked about a situation where, the lady next door called the police on the kids that were playing basketball in the neighborhood because she was upset and didn't want them playing basketball. And the police, instead of them doing what, we know police to do with us, those police officers was outside playing basketball
with them.
Yeah. But I was like, man, that could have went a totally different way. You done called the police. And then had the audacity to come tell me we finna sign a petition. No, man, my child was one of those kids out there playing basketball. Like, don't do that. So I have black boys that I am raising, and it hurts. We have to do better. We have to do better as a community, and we have to organize and come together. But that episode was super deep. Great job, Grownish, the producers, everybody over there at Grownish and Freeform. Make sure you guys catch Grownish on Thursday nights, 8/7 Central on Freeform. Okay, girl, look.
So we done got through the weddings.
We've gotten through the weddings.
So now I'm ready to see what this season is going to be about. Michaela look like she ain't nothing to play with.
No, Michaela look like she's a hurricane just waiting to hit category 6, baby, because I'm talking about.
I was like, what did he do to make her go off even on the camera crew?
I need to understand what did Zach do to make Michaela do that right there, because she did a whole 360-degree.
No, she did a 180.
Okay, well, 180. We'll go with 180.
360, you back where you are.
Don't know if Michaela and Zach gonna make it based on the clip. Bao and Johnny. Oh my God. So I really
it seems like all of them. It's all of them.
We were getting on Mirala for not wanting to kiss Gil, which, baby, I will kiss you. Do you understand me? You're a little young.
Gil is so fine. Gil is so fine. I will be conservative for you, Gil.
I don't know about you conservative, but you can touch me. You know, You can kiss me on our wedding day. Why would you sign up for something
if you're not going to
and you're
participate
not
in
gonna
it?
kiss? What
Because you're
you
the
what
one
you
that's talking about you want to be married. Okay, so what is the difference between going on a first date with somebody and you kissing them, but then you marrying a stranger that you agreed to and you don't want to kiss them? Come on, help me make it make sense.
Right.
It don't make any sense. Because this is what you signed off to do. You signed to get married to a complete stranger, which
Right.
means you are open to go through this process
Go through this process.
and be like husband and wife. Now I can
Now, the
understand the
sleeping
sex.
on the first
I can
night, I get it.
I understand the sex on the
Right.
first night and consummating the union.
Right.
But listen, come on.
You can do a nice peck on the lips. That's all you had to do.
You can.
The girl said,
Mhm.
okay, girl. All right, but you married. Belle and Johnny seem to have those problems as well because Belle is not affectionate. And she told him that she really wasn't the most affectionate person. She did mention that to him.
Because she didn't get that kind of affection as a child.
And normally Asian kids don't.
They don't.
They normally don't. So as a culture, they don't. If you Asian and you get affection at the house, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about as a culture. Normally, it's a little bit more hard. They're a lot more harder on their kids. They
think of marriage as a way of generational wealth,
right,
and not happiness. Because you remember on my Crazy Rich Asian,
yeah,
mama was like, well, she was like, she told the girl, well, happiness is just a fantasy.
Right.
Right. Because they were like, well, don't you want your son to be happy? Oh, it's just a fantasy, girl.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So, they didn't like his girlfriend at the time, now wife, because they're coming out with a part 2 and I can't wait. But they didn't like his girlfriend.
Oh, the part 2, you're going to meet the daddy, and the daddy's going to be a rich man. Her daddy. The one that her mama cheated on.
The one the mama left?
Not the one that the mama left, that the one that the mama beat. But she had an affair and was pregnant with the girl.
Right. I got you.
That father. Because I read the book. So she's a rich, yeah. I can't wait till it come out either.
I can't either because I'm super excited. Constance.
Woo.
What is Constance's last name?
Woo.
She did this rant on Twitter. I was like, girl, no. Why did you do that? She did the rant on Twitter because they had the show that she was on, Fresh Off the Boat, got picked up for another season, and they were expecting it to be canceled at the time, and so that pushed her schedule back to shoot that movie. And I get it, you probably want to grow from that, but girl, you ain't have to do it like that. You could have had that rant, with your folk, with your people. That's why you have people. You do that to them. At any rate, so I was so excited to be paired with Johnny, but we're gonna see that they're gonna struggle a little bit. Johnny's extremely affectionate. He told Val that. What do you think about the guy? What's this guy's name with the beard?
Oh gosh, hold on, let me bring it up.
Okay, yeah,
but I know what you're talking about. But he kind of got salty when the girls was like, when they was talking, I know she didn't mean it the way it sounded.
She did not mean it, and she cleaned it up when she did the unfiltered episode. She said that's not what she meant, and she did tell him later on, "Hey, dog, you cute. I like the way you look." I think what she was trying to say is she didn't want anything superficial. She wanted something a little bit more real than, oh, he fine. She wanted something she wanted somebody a little bit deeper. So I got it. I understood. but I see they're like, I don't know that they're going to balance each other out well either. In the previews, we kind of see some issues there. Of course, we know Mirla and Gil are gonna have issues because
Of course, because of her extravagant
I
spending.
feel no, it ain't just gonna be her spending. You know, she won't let Gil in. Everybody else said kiss. They probably done consummated their marriages, and we see that she still ain't let that man kiss her. So
That is
I think
just
the spending is gonna be
crazy.
issue. So my thing with the spending is this. I feel like if we got it, if we
Hold
got
on.
it,
Hold on, I'm gonna mute.
okay. If we got it, if I got it, we got it. So it shouldn't be a problem for us to do spending. You know, if she pay her dues and she did whatever, if I'm gonna live with you in your house or we're gonna get a house together or whatever, we should be talking about finances at that point. We don't need to start talking about finances and being concerned about that right away. But I think if she got it, because I thought, to me, I felt like that was a problem with
What season are we on?
this is 13 or 12. It's 13. It's 13.
I was just trying to get the name.
Okay. Did you find it? Um, so we gonna get a place to record our podcast. I'm believing God. All the podcasts that we record, we're gonna have one place. I want to be like Kev on stage. I want to have a specific place we go to record our podcast. So
Look at private.
look at who?
The private chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, Rachel and Joe. His name is Joe. Okay, so do they both speak Spanish? That's what I was trying to remember. Okay, they both speak Spanish. So that was something that they bonded over at their wedding. I thought that was great. That they both speak Spanish, so they were able to bond over that. I think both of them have a Latino background, right? Okay. The girl with the red hair and the consummate dater, the guy that dates all the time. I didn't really see their issues. I could be wrong. Did you see something in the previews where Brett and Ryan? Thank you. I'm gonna get everybody's names one day.
Okay, what I wanted to say is it's interesting because with Joe and Rachel, did I tell you? Joe and Rachel and Johnny and Bao, they did stuff like within their traditions. Right. Did you notice that?
Right.
I thought that was interesting. Yeah. I thought that was very interesting.
I thought that was great. Brett and Ryan, did you see any issues? Do you think he has any issues?
No, I don't know because she's not really his type, but he looks like he really likes her.
I think he likes her. Yeah.
When his friends told him, "No, you ain't his type," I was like, "Why y'all do that?"
Do you think that that's going to hinder her from
it's gonna mess it up in her head?
Okay. We gotta see. Y'all, make sure y'all check out Married at First Sight. And we just skimmed through it because I'm a panelist on another.
And I be trying to get on it.
Girl, you need to tell Heather to add you to the crew. But we review Married at First Sight, Love in Marriage Huntsville, and Put a Ring
Bell
on
Collective.
Okay. Yeah, Put a Ring on it on the review crew. Somebody told me I need to watch Family or Fiance. I need to get into that. I have never watched that show. It comes on after Love and Marriage Huntsville, but the people have to choose their fiance or their family, and the family definitely don't like the fiance. So I have to check that show out. I definitely do. But Married at First Sight, make sure y'all check it out on Wednesdays on Lifetime. They kick it off 8/7 Central. It normally goes on for about 2 hours. Record it so you can rewind through the through the commercials. That's what I do. So yeah, that's where we are with that. So make sure you check it out. It's gonna be a crazy season, as we can see. We got past the weddings. The only parent that objected was Johnny's dad. He didn't even show up. But other than that, everybody was there for it, and supportive. So I'm glad that took place and happened. We're gonna see these crazy kids, and we'll be here to comment on them in the coming weeks. So make sure y'all check it out. Next is our reality show lineup. I know you don't watch the encore, so I'm gonna start with that first.
Yeah.
Nivea's gone. We talked about that. Well, guess who else left? Irish and Lamisha from 702. So they're down to the twins, Pam, and this baby right here from Black, Shamari. They then convinced this girl right here, Keely. Promises. They're down to Keely. They had to ask Keely to join the group because.
Hold on. We got a comment.
Why are you watching this? That's my child.
That's your child.
That's my child. I have to get that one out the way first. Don't do that.
Yes. Okay. Which one is it? Jalen or Joshua?
Joshua. Jalen ain't studying us.
Joshua.
This is Joshua.
Really? Josh?
Really? He's gonna do it like that.
We done with that because I got an idea that I'm gonna tell her afterwards. After this, I have an idea. Boop.
So now he's trying to be supportive. Thank
you. We love you, though, Joshua.
I'll put your comments on here then.
Joshua's are the best because I have a son named Joshua too.
And make sure you guys follow Heart Hero on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow him. What? Okay.
Look, my Joshua finally let me take a picture of him.
Did he?
But I couldn't post it.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay, I guess. So they had a hiccup with the outfits for the performance because they have to perform these songs they've been recording. Oh, by the way, they had to go back and re-record over everybody's part. So they had to re-record over Aubrey's part the first time. Then they had to go back and re-record over Nivea's part and Lamisha and Irish's part. So they had a whole lot. The name of the group is called Blueprint.
But tell me this. This is my thing. Why are you trying to have a group with all these singers?
Well, they dropped like flies, so they got a 5-member group now. So that's the max.
That's the norm.
That's the norm. 4 or 5 members is normally the norm for a singing group. So and he went on YouTube and did this. Look at the Lord. I love my kid. So yeah. So that's what took place and happened. Keely doesn't want to be in a group. She don't want to do it. She wanted to be an image consultant or whatever she was supposed to be. I don't know. But yeah, basically she was there to stir the pot. That's what I feel.
Check private chat.
Oh, okay, we'll do. So yeah, basically she was there to do that, to steer the pot. That's what she was. And so with that being said, since she was there to stir the pots and keep up mess, her and those twins, the twins from Cherish, my God. Then the twins from Cherish who kept up the most mess had the audacity to cry because Lamisha and Irish were gone and they didn't want Lamisha and Irish there in the first place. It was the craziest thing. It was
See,
like,
you're gonna make me wait until the end, and then I'm gonna have to binge watch
it's a
it.
good time. I promise it is. It's a really, 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 really good time. Trust me. So guys, the season finale of the Encore is tomorrow on BET. I think it comes on at 8, if I'm not mistaken. 8, 9 Central. They play them over and over and over again. So Sisters come on. They come on right after Sisters. And then they'll play it again. After they play Sisters again. So I can't do Sisters. I have to watch them all together because they be prolonging them episodes and stuff, and it's like 45 of them a season.
I'm still mad at the have and have nots.
Yeah, you told me everybody died.
Everybody died except Hannah.
Except for Hannah.
But we don't know if Veronica is dead or not. Because Veronica hired this maid, and she hired this maid, and she told the maid she wanted her to dress like her and stuff like that. So it could be that, and then we don't know for sure if Jeffrey and whatever his name is, David, died in that explosion. But that's what it make it seem like everybody died except.
Because I think Tyler said he ain't doing the have and have nots no more. I don't know, but I think he was done with the have and the have nots. So make sure you guys check out the Encore. Comes on after Sisters on BET on Wednesdays. It's on there, and it's a good time. I like it because it's drama, and I don't have this type of drama in my life, so I have to live vicariously through the dramatic people. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
This season is boring.
Last season wasn't the greatest either, but let me just go over some high points. They did show the cast members watching the verdict for George Floyd, so that was a high point. They celebrated Carly Red's birthday on Lake Lanier. From my understanding,
that's a no. If you're black, you're not supposed to go to Lake Lanier.
I ain't never heard of the Lake Lanier. I done been to Atlanta, I don't know how many times, but I ain't never heard of the Lake Lanier. And that's probably why.
You know what? It's been on TikTok.
Okay.
You might want to Google what's been going down with Lake Lanier.
I will Google the Lake Lanier.
That could be one of your good Black history thingies.
Thank you very kindly. Thank you for that tidbit. I ain't done no research. Paul gonna kill me. I'm gonna die because I can't. I ain't had no time to sit down.
Right. You got so much going on, but you want to do so much. You know, in your head you got 48 hours in a day, but you really got 24 hours. I understand.
Got 24, and I got to sleep for some of them hours. So that was a high point. Carly Red and Lamar Odom. I don't know what this is about. Carly and her daughter. It's awkward. It's really.
I think. And now they falling out.
Yeah, I saw that on the.
And so I'm like,
I don't know if Lamar needed a check. I don't know. I'm not sure what that was.
I don't know if Carly needed a storyline.
Well, Carly has been demoted to friend of the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she got demoted to friend of the show because of that. Now, let me also say this. Carly Red was on what show was that I watched? Bigger, that's on BET Plus. I don't know if you got a chance to check that out yet. That's a really good. You need to start from season 1. It's only 2 seasons right now. Really good show. I dig it. She was on Bigger second season. So one of the other girls was on a reality show. She dated a famous basketball player. And she had quit the reality show and was doing some other stuff. She came back to the reality show. They convinced her to come back to the reality show. And Carly Red was one of the girls that was on the reality show with her. So she was on quite a few episodes of that. So I don't know if maybe the schedule for shooting Love and Hip Hop overlapped with that, and she just didn't have a whole lot of time. I'm not sure what it is. She also has opened up a restaurant. She got a clothing store. She got a restaurant. Carly Red is making moves. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Love and Hip Hop. I think at some point Carly Red needs to sit down because she's getting up there in age. Oh my
gosh,
yes. And she don't need to be on there. I'm not too keen on the new people on there either. I will say this: the young lady who's having the issues with her mom is brushing it off like they're not true issues. And what
Yeah.
parents don't seem to realize is some of the choices that you make, they affect your kids. And some of the kids may get over it. All of the kids are not, your kids are not all the same. So I don't agree with the mother kind of brushing it off and kind of kicking her to the curb or pushing her to the side or not recognizing her feelings, and for her family to tell her to get over it. That's not cool either. So I don't like that. Deion Ferris's daughter, I knew that guy wasn't gonna be with her. I knew that was gonna happen because he sucked at life.
I think he really wanted his little 15 minutes of,
I really
okay,
think that's what that was because I don't know who he is.
okay, it's like, okay, I'm gonna need for y'all to put me on so y'all can know that I'm doing music. Okay, I got what I need to get. I'm done.
That part right there, I don't care for him at all. And I don't want to see him pop up on Love and Hip Hop LA. I don't want to see that at all. I don't know where they're gonna go with that because that one is in shambles
I
too.
mean, Hollywood, yeah.
Hollywood, yeah. I said LA, Hollywood, same deal. And then Rashida and Kirk apparently got the kids reeled in, got them to calm down. But then, of course, Kai went to New York with Kirk to meet Kirk's oldest son. Now, Kirk got a million kids. So Kirk, like, we got to make this work because I got responsibilities. You got responsibilities. Rashida's opening up a new store, another press location, I think in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. They got the one in Houston. So they're doing that and they're getting it done. And then we see that Rashida and her sister are kind of hashing out their issues, her older sister and her nieces. And she kind of feels like they only call her when they need something.
Which they do.
They do. So we see that. And then Yandy and this baby, Infinity. Whatever her name is. Infinity, that's her name. A lot of people keep saying that Yandy is kicking the girl to the curb because of Mendeecees, and I don't think that's the case. The young lady did some things that she was not supposed to do, and she broke trust. She threatened to have, the guy that she was dating at the time was older, a grown man, should not have been dating him. Threatened to report him so the kids can be taken away. She felt abandoned over not being in the Christmas photo, but
But see, she decided not to come. She decided not to come. So
it's just all kinds of stuff. So a lot of people have been going in on Yandy, but let me say this. I do not believe that kids are grown at 18. Let me start there. Okay. I don't believe that, but I also don't believe that people should continue to help people who constantly, mess them over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why? And so what she and Mendeecees did was had a conversation with Infinity saying, hey, we're gonna get you your own place. We want you to get a job so you can pay for it. We still gonna be in your life. We still got your back. We just don't want you to stay in this house because we feel like you gonna get mad about something and it's gonna be some more stuff. She's run away from Yandy before. She was running away from her biological mom. She ran away from her grandmother. But she has abandonment issues because she feels like nobody cares. And I get that. I understand that wholeheartedly. I need y'all to get that baby some counseling. Mm-hmm. And she's in school. So I don't understand why she don't go to one of the colleges in Atlanta, come visit for the weekend, and she go to Spelman or Clark Atlanta or something. Y'all in Atlanta. She just turned 18. She ain't finished with college. I know she ain't.
Right.
Send her to school.
Right.
So it was emotional. The ending of the episode was emotional.
Because she's like, I just don't feel like nobody loves me, basically.
But she's been there all her life. And let me say this, I can see, although she's running away, I can see if her mom is choosing other people over her, if her grandma, it's kind of like she's shifting from place to place. You know what I'm saying? She can't stay still because she doesn't feel like anybody cares enough to stay. And even the people that care, she basically screwed them over. So I get it. I 100% get it and understand I feel like I feel like they need to go a little deeper into her situation and do the counseling thing. But I also think that she needs to go to school. I just feel like that. I just feel like y'all just put on a college campus and all will be well. Everything will be check out Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on VH1 Mondays 8-7 Central, if you're interested. The Real Housewives of the Potomac.
Girl.
Yeah, it ain't been one.
They have not
of this show.
Wendy like, look, I'm finna come out of my shell. You finna see all my body parts. I'm finna show you my booty. I'm finna show you my happiness.
Let's go here. First of all, they had a pajama party. Wendy got her body done. She had on some little shorts and a little like camisole. I'm with the girls. I'm not out in public. We ain't in no co-ed pajama jam. It's us. Everything she wears, it just seems like there's some deeper issues. You're just mad because your turkey neck, I guess maybe it was a makeup trick that fixed your turkey neck. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Leave that girl alone.
And then the other one mad because she lazy and don't want to get up from the bed.
And your husband said, "Hey man, this ain't cute. This ain't cute." I don't get it. I don't understand. A lot of people are coming for Robin though, saying that how you get up to go on a trip, but you can't get up to make sure your kids are doing what they're supposed to be doing. I said, wow.
Supposed to be logged into virtual school and all of that.
Right. I also don't know why one couldn't do anything because during the pandemic, the schools were shut down. So I know you weren't coaching no basketball. So I feel like you could have also pulled your weight and helped out. I think Robin was probably at that time going through a depression. I will say that because, if you're used to doing stuff all the time, if you're used to always going out and always being out with friends and that sort of thing, and you're not being able to do that on a regular and consistent basis, I get how you can, feel a bit inadequate and be a little bit depressed. So I understood that. I get that. But, ain't no depression gonna keep me from making sure these kids are straight. Now, I might look a mess and might not be on top of my game, but I'm gonna make sure the kids are okay because it's a hard time for everybody around. She has a business, and we also saw that she kind of was a little lax with her business as well. Candace has a girls trip that's planned. They get a luxury bus with a pole. Somebody mentioned in one of the groups, she got a luxury bus with a stripper pole, but then the Housewives of Atlanta had a hot bus. It took them forever to get to their destination, and they was about to die from heat exhaustion getting to the place that Kenya had set up for her. It was pretty crazy. It was extremely a mess, just kind of comparing the two. They had a little stripper competition.
And guess who won?
Wendy won. Wendy can't tell.
Not Wendy. Wendy didn't win. Mia.
Not Wendy. I'm sorry, Mia. Mia won. Mia can't tell me that
she ain't no stripper. She never been a stripper.
She ain't been on nobody's pole. I don't believe you. I don't. I love you. I just don't believe you ain't never worked no pole.
And there shouldn't be and you shouldn't be ashamed of that either. Because you're not there now. You probably use the resources.
Understand? You know how many times I thought about getting on the pole in my adult life, okay? They was going to get all these roles on the pole. I done thought about it. What I need to do to pay this bill, they was going to get the roles on the pole, okay? Okay, I done thought about it. I done thought about it.
But
I thought about it. I have. Like, man, hold on. These bills. This is ghetto. Let me see what I can do. So yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Wendy's braids took her out. Giselle sucks at anything. Robin damaged her punani.
It's been through
It's
worse.
worse. I didn't want to know that one shot up the club. I didn't want to know that was something you could have kept to yourself. Could have just said we're trying for another kid. I don't know why you trying for another kid. Y'all ain't got a wedding, but I digress. And
I digress.
I digress. And Karen, she did her little thing, her little twerk on the pole. Candace went around that junk. She was all right. Did a Scarlett get on the pole?
She did, but it was okay.
Okay, it wasn't what it needed to be. Okay. Ashley was not invited again to another one of Candace's events. I don't blame Candace. I don't blame Candace at all.
But you want I do blame her for calling her a hoe.
I do. She did not have to call her a hoe. But I don't. So here's the thing: Candace and Candace and Ashley are not the best of friends. You know, Ashley took side with Monique.
Well, not Ashley didn't just take the side of Monique, but she told the truth. The girl came after her with a knife.
The girl did come after her with a knife. That was not a lie. She did tell the truth. But here's the thing. How do you expect to have a friendship with somebody and you went and did that? Keep in mind, I'm Team Monique all day. You know what I'm saying? I am, but if somebody who I'm trying to build a relationship with or that I was so cool with, and then we on and off, you done came against me for a court case, we're not friends. Her husband encouraged her to even invite Ashley, and she was like, no. The other thing, though, I will say on the flip side, because Candace, you are guilty of doing this. If you don't like somebody, do not go. Maybe a check is tied to it and you got to. I don't know. But if you do not like somebody, do not go to the place. Why did you go to the celebration of Ashley if you don't like Ashley? That's my thing. Yes, we need drama, but we got enough of it with Giselle and Karen and Wendy and Mia.
Hold on. I love it when she was like, are you talking to me? Eating to me? I mean, eating so calmly. Are you talking to me, honey?
And I'm like, Giselle, I need you to let it go. You were not in a relationship with your baby daddy. Let it go.
And then hold on. Well, why are you mad that Karen brought something up that your daddy brought up?
Your dad brought it up, and it's the truth. The baby mama done been on a couple of blogs. Everybody know that man got babies all over the planet. Stop. It's the truth. That man had a baby. Y'all weren't in a real relationship. You needed clout. You needed something.
You needed a storyline.
I don't know why you find a man. Another one. Not Jamal. I guess not Sherman.
It was so funny. Please, somebody give her a ring.
I'm just saying. A real one, not a fake one. Not, do something. But let it go, girl. Let it go. That's how I feel.
Let it go.
So I don't know why she's fake mad at Karen over that. You got mad because you got busted out on national TV. That's all.
TV.
That's it. That's what it is. So I say let it go. Honey.
But do you think that she wished death on Ray? Or she was just saying that she was going, but by the time she lose her look, Ray's gonna be dead. I didn't really think.
I love her. That's my girl.
But I don't think
she wished death
on him.
I don't think that's the case. Now, all the other messy stuff she needs to apologize for. But I don't think
she's messy.
She's really messy. Like the thing with the taxes, that was really, she's been messy to Karen the whole time. Karen snaps back because she ain't got time. But and here's the thing. I think I was watching DJ Richie Scott. He said he's seen growth even in Candace, but the Green Eye Bandits have not grown at all. As a matter of fact, it seemed like they're regressing. So, and I agree with that. Even
here's my thing. Why is Robin always coming to Giselle's defense? Shut up.
She a grown woman and she has her own battles. So they have a problem. Wendy, first of all, they talk about Robin situation with Juan. Then they're gonna also talk to Wendy about why she weren't. So here's the other thing. Wendy showed some pictures in previous seasons, and Wendy was not. She always wore low cut stuff and tight fitting clothing. So I didn't understand why they got the issue, because she posted the pictures of the stuff, and I remember a lot of those looks, and I'm like, but she wore stuff last season. But
you know what? One thing that comes to mind is her slither.
Girl,
which was going up.
Let me stop. She slithered. I like that she and Karen are in a good place too. I think that's part of it. This is what I think is going on. I don't think it's a problem with her new body. I think the issue is that she's now cool with Karen. So with her being cool with Karen, they don't want nobody on the fence. I don't even know why they're giving Mia a chance at this point, because they don't want nobody on the fence. They want somebody solely and completely on their side. Karen brought me into the group, so I don't think that Mia's gonna ever turn on Karen. But I feel like that's the reason why they have a problem with Wendy. That's what I feel. Ashley's gonna come because Giselle messy but invited Ashley, knowing that Candace and Ashley don't get along, but she invited Ashley on the trip for one day to drive up.
And she should know that Ashley got a messier mouth than she does. Now, why are you gonna tell her about that rumor about?
Let me say this. I'm looking at Ashley now as the bone carrier, collector, or whatever. And the reason why I say that is because Giselle could have easily picked up the phone and talked to Wendy herself. You see what I'm saying? Instead, she took it to Ashley. Ashley was like, well, I'm going to ask her. You know, Giselle claimed she was going to ask her. Giselle did not. So Ashley went and said, hey, we cool. What's going on? Giselle told me about these rumors, but Giselle didn't go to Wendy with the rumors.
And think about it. Think about last year with the Michael rumors.
Yeah.
They just found it out. Candace went to Ashley and told her.
But she went to Ashley after she told Giselle. That was the issue. She went to her after she told
But Giselle didn't say anything about it until after.
Right, until after she had talked to her. But why are you going? Why are you? And she repeated it twice. There was a clip that was shown in the previews that wasn't shown in the episode, and then of course you have the other the actual clip that they did share. So she shared it twice. So and let me say this: they removed that thing for Monique, and now I kind of feel Monique. Let me say why I feel Monique. I feel Monique because I believe they were trying to plant that rumor. I do believe that 110%. I think they might have edited it out, just like they edited out the 3-part the 3-part reunion. I believe that
because I wanted to see Giselle break down. I really did.
Right, and Giselle was like, she said she broke down on chat room, and then turned around and said she didn't. So what's the truth, Giselle? Tell me what the truth is. So all of that, I have several issues with that. I wanted to see the breakdown. I wanted to see it all, and I didn't get to see it all. So I feel like for some reason, Bravo is in the business of Giselle, much like I feel like Kenya can do no wrong. I don't know. In Bravo's like, because Kenya stirs the pot. She does. A lot of people say, well, she don't come for folk until they come for her. No, Kenya comes.
Kenya better watch it. Kenya needs to mind her own house, because her ex-husband coming from all of that.
All of it again. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Make sure you guys catch the Real Housewives of Potomac. Wendy.
Oh, hold on. We forgot to talk about Wendy's candle business. Wendy's candle business, how she didn't know how to start a business, how she didn't know how to get her name and trademark. She ain't know none of that. What I would suggest, Wendy, You might need to talk to Sierra on Love and Hip Hop and get in her master class so she can help.
Let me
you
also
out.
say this. Let's also say this. Google is free 99.
Free
You got 4 degrees.
99.
Your husband got an MBA and a JD, and your husband was like, you need to do blah 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 blah. She was like, oh, and again, people don't know, but Google is free. Google is free. You can Google all that stuff. You need to know. I'm sure you got an Apple phone Siri. How do you trademark your name? I'm sure it'll come up. It's free.
It'll come up.
It's
and
free.
then I would like to mention, I was kind of, if I was me, I would slick go off on Giselle and Robin because they took her room.
They did. I don't understand why you are 50 and 40 years old and you got to stay in a room next to each other. It doesn't make sense to me. You're already on a trip together. We in the house. If you want to meet in a common area, you can. That was very
Oh, Mia, we're kicking you out of your room. You're gonna go downstairs.
That was very mean girlish. I cannot wait
hope
to see
you fell on those stairs. That's how I was feeling. I was like, I hope stairs falling.
Did you see Mia's tweet? Mia said, I don't mind showing the girls some luxury they're not used to on a regular basis.
Hold on. Let me follow Mia because Mia sounds like she really
Mia
my girl.
is a hoot, honey, on the Twitter, honey. She is a hoot, okay? She's a hoot.
Let me follow Mia.
So, guys, check out Real Housewives of Potomac on Bravo on Sundays, 8/7 Central. Check them out. It's been good. I miss Monique, but it's been good. All right, here we go. The main event. Love is Blind. After the altar is what they called it. Actually, what they did was they extended season 1. That's what they did. They ain't had nothing else to do. Season 2 is coming though. So we'll have all new couples doing the marriage thing, without seeing each other, or the engagement thing without seeing each other. I can't wait to see how that turns out. So Cameron and Lauren are still happily married. Their families meet up on a pretty consistent basis. They're doing their thing. Let me go here. There was a debate when Cameron was in the kitchen with the chicken. To wash the chicken or to not wash the chicken? That is the question.
I've been washing my chicken for the longest, and I have yet to get any kind of salmonella or anything like that.
No type of poison.
So guess what? I'm going to keep on.
I'm going to continue to watch it. Now,
continue to watch
they claimed, they say chefs say it's not good to wash the chicken because it can spread whatever. I'm gonna keep washing my chicken. I'm sorry. Now I'm not gonna wash it like the dude did with the Clorox and the
dishwasher soap
and the dishwasher. I ain't gonna do that. Not gonna happen. But yes, I'm not going to not wash my chicken. That was cute. I thought it was cute. They are planning a 2-year anniversary party. Why? I don't know. This is not an important year. It's, 5, 10, 15, 20. Those are the important marks. But I guess they needed something to shoot. So they're celebrating the 2-year wedding anniversary of Lauren and Cameron and Barnett's and Amber. You get the people, everybody meeting up and hanging out. The only person I think that was missing from this that made like the main cast was Mark, right? Am I correct in that?
Mark, and what's the black dude that was there?
Carlton, but we saw Carlton. Carlton was supposed to come. Carlton didn't come because he fell out with Lauren. We'll get to that in just a second.
Okay. Maybe I missed it.
Because Carlton met up with Lauren, to give her, because I think it was Lauren's birthday and their anniversary or something was not far away from each other. So Carlton had bought them an anniversary gift, but he also had bought her a birthday gift or something. So let's start. We talked about the families and stuff. Barnett sold his house. They moved in with Amber's roommate to pay off her student loans so she would not have debt. I thought that was interesting. We also learned that Amber had a seizure. So she has epilepsy.
Okay.
Everybody's talking about her having kids, but she's concerned about her health. I don't like the fact that people are pushing things on people where health is a concern. That's how I felt with on Married at First Sight with Vincent and Brianna. Vincent wants 4 kids. Brianna's like, okay, hold on, slow down, low down. I want kids as well. But I have high blood pressure, hypertension. I have all these things. And what people don't realize is that in some instances, our health is a problem. Now, Amber is not black, but she's concerned, and that's a valid concern to bring a child in the world and you got epilepsy. That's a valid concern. So that's a thing. Amber has a job, praise God. But her job is not as demanding as Barnett. So Barnett is the breadwinner in the house still.
Mm-hmm.
But they live with the roommates. I don't understand that. Why did you do that? I guess it happened. Lauren is still at Cameron's house, the 3-story house that he has, and I love it.
I love it.
I love them together. They're really, really cute. We meet up with Giannina, and her and Damien are kind of up in the air. They're not really sure what's going on. It's just a mess. Her mom is saying, I miss Damien, da 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 da. They continue to date after he said he didn't want to marry her. And of course, I understood why he didn't want to marry her, because he didn't feel like Giannina was ready. And I didn't think Giannina was ready to be married either. But they talked, they worked it out, but it has been a whole situation. An entire situation since they've been together. I did not see the story when it broke, but Damien was spotted with a model he was hanging out with. Apparently, it hit the blogs. It was a big problem between him and Giannina. We're gonna find out real soon what happened with that situation. Elsie is a non-factor to me. The other girl that was engaged to, what was his name? He was a redhead. He was so cute. I can't remember his name. They didn't really have. He had a girlfriend he brought. That girl was still single. She talked about how she was still single and not loving it. Diamond was there as well. She got a guy that she met. One of her friends wanted her to meet. I think it was that girl, another black girl on the show that we just missed. The friend of Diamond's. Was that girl on the show? I'm confused.
I don't know, because they didn't show everybody that they had on the show.
They did not. Okay. Well, we don't know what that girl is, but Diamond, she introduced Diamond to a guy. He seemed to be interested in Diamond. So we're gonna see what that happens. So let's go on and get on to this party. Well, I'm sorry, let me back up. LC. I understand that you're salty that it did not work out for you because Barnett had 3 girls that was interested in him. He was interested in the 3 girls. He had a decision to make. He chose Amber. You ain't over that. Not only are you not over that, but Mark, apparently, you and Mark hooked up after he and Jessica were done, which he and Jessica were done even before they made it to the resort. He and Jessica were done.
I was like, why even bother?
Because she thought she was going to be able to get Barnett. Okay? That's what it was. So So she and Mark hooked up. They had the sex. Okay. She had COVID because they were traveling back and forth. And then he met another girl. He and the other girl hit it off. They got into a relationship. I think they just had that baby. Mm-hmm. They lived happily ever after. That's all Mark ever wanted. She was telling that story to anybody who would listen, and I was sick of it. Girl, let it go. Okay? She talked about her cats. That's who gonna be your life partner. That's fine. I need you to live in that truth. Okay? Let it go. Let it go. Yes, let it go. Let it go. Carlton, let's talk about him. Carlton was coming to the anniversary party, but Carlton and Lauren had a little bit of exchange of words. So Carlton is still mad because of the situation that happened between he and Diamond. He felt like Diamond did him wrong, and I was like, no, that's not what I saw on the TV. Diamond didn't even give me a chance. You didn't give her an opportunity to make a choice or a decision. You made a decision for you both. Lauren said, well, I can understand why she would have been upset. They can say they have a career. He commences to cussing Lauren out, and he leaves the restaurant because he mad because Lauren was like, she understood why the girl was upset. So with that being said, since that was the understanding of why the girl was upset, Carlton, we guess, was not coming to the party. Because he was upset.
Which was really a bitch move, because you could have just went and just ignored her.
You are a queen. That's what you are. You are portraying a queen on the TV, a whole messy queen, and that's what you're portraying. Nobody has a problem with the fact that you are gay or bisexual or whatever you identify as. Diamond didn't even have a problem with that. She was trying to understand, and then she kind of pivoted because she's like, well, wait a minute, you got me out here in the streets, and you ain't told me. If we had that conversation, you could have given me a choice. She didn't have a problem with it, but she had a problem with the fact that he did not tell anything to her. And not only that, he switched it up. He went from, oh my God, I love you, da da da, to, man, you da da da. He was talking cash money. You know, he was very rude to her. It was a mess. So I think that Carlton has not fully taken accountability for whatever it is that he, he hasn't taken accountability. And Lauren, I think, was holding him accountable, and rightfully so. She should have held him accountable. As a friend, because I don't want friends in my life who don't hold me accountable. I don't want that. I don't need yes people. I need people to tell me when I'm wrong and be there for me when I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So that's a kind of an issue for me that he did that to Lauren. So here we are at the anniversary party. Everybody's there with the exception of Mark and Carlton. Jessica has decided that she's going to she got anniversary gifts for both couples. Barnett is like forbidden to talk to Jessica. A lot of people had a problem with that. I understood where Amber was coming from, because even after they were married, Jessica was still trying to get at Barnett. I don't know why. Now, she's in a relationship now with the guy she's totally happy with, and I'm happy for her. But you also have to accept responsibility. You can't be on the TV being a victim. You have to accept responsibility for why this girl feels that way. And you pretended to be her friend while you were still trying to get Barnett to leave her. So, no, I don't trust you around my husband. Now, no, my husband ain't going because my husband didn't want nothing to do with you. But still, it's the principle of the fact. It's the principle. So she started crying and going through her little changes or whatever. Amber also had a debate with Diamond and LC about the Mark situation.
Oh Lord.
And it didn't make sense to me why they were having the debate. I agree with Amber though. Y'all did not have a committed relationship. It was what it was. So he met someone else and he hit it off with that person. But I got COVID. I'm not saying, and she said this. She said, I'm not saying that Mark is right, but I'm saying y'all weren't in a relationship. You weren't in a relationship. Y'all didn't decide to be in an exclusive relationship. You opened your legs up for this man. He got what he wanted, and he gone. Let it go. Meanwhile, Diamond is, smoozing with everybody else. Her date for the evening that she met that seemed to be pretty interested in her left her at the party by herself because he felt like she was
She
not.
wasn't really giving him any attention.
And he didn't know anyone at the party besides the friend that introduced them.
Mm-hmm.
So he left, and she was upset because she felt like it was wrong. But I also understand him. Introduce me to your folk. Don't just be in these people's faces. Or maybe this was not the situation that you invite me to. Like, let's do something different. Hey, I'm coming by myself because there was plenty of people that didn't bring their significant others or didn't have significant others. So you could have just hung out with them.
Mm-hmm.
Giannina and Damien.
Girl. Okay, I was confused about their relationship. Were they in a relationship or wasn't they in a
So
relationship?
let's talk about this. Giannina, the girl that came, I can't remember her name. She wasn't dressed properly because he invited her, but he didn't tell her like how to dress. She's a model, so she was in town to do the modeling thing. He invited her to it because he wanted her to meet Giannina and meet all of these people that he called friends.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also the girl that was in the tabloids with him, and then sparked rumors of him and Giannina breaking up. So you know that Giannina has a problem with this girl. You know that. You know she got a problem. So why would you invite her to the anniversary party and you knew Giannina was gonna be there? It didn't make sense. So they're there at the party. Everybody's asking her where's Damien. She's like, I don't know. I guess he's coming. Blah blah blah. Enters Damien to the party. He speaks to everybody else. He ignores Giannina. Then Francesca is the girl's name. Francesca enters the room grossly underdressed. Might I add. She's like super underdressed. He's talking to her. He's getting her drinks, all this stuff. Giannina sees it, and of course, Giannina is a little firecracker. So she's going off like, I know he did not.
She's Colombian, right?
Yeah, she
no, Venezuelan.
She
Venezuelan.
of the Latino descent. They don't play,
So,
okay?
They don't play.
So she is pissed off. And so first she goes at the girl, which I didn't think that was cool for her to go at the girl. Because the girl don't know what's going on. She just knows that, hey, he really loves you. He talks about you all the time. We're just friends. Ain't nothing going on. Now, where I got confused was that Francesca got mad at Damien as well. That's where my confusion set in. Francesca got mad because she felt like Damien kind of lied to her about the relationship. I didn't understand why she got mad. So that led me to believe that maybe he and Francesca were a little bit more than just
friends.
He leaves the party after he and Giannina have a blowout fight. He rolls out and leaves her there. The couples have speeches for each other. I thought it was cute. Cameron did his little thing. And then Barnett had a little video. I thought that was really sweet and really, really cute.
He wakes her up every morning, he kisses her goodbye every morning or something like that.
I thought that was really, really cute. I'm thinking Giannina and Damien are over, but I think that Lauren and Cameron are gonna stick it out. And Barnett and Amber, I think his family loves her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
make it.
I give them 10 years.
Did you say 10 though?
Mm-hmm.
You think just 10?
I think just 10.
Interesting. Okay. Well, so that's Love is Blind. Season 2 is coming. We're not sure when season 2 is going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
But we do know that season 2 is coming on Netflix. If you want to get caught up on Love is Blind and see it from the very beginning, it is available now on Netflix, as well as these three additional episodes that's added
Mm-hmm.
to season 1. Love is Blind After the Altar. So make sure you check it out. I liked it. Just enough drama. Not over the top, but just enough drama.
It didn't keep my attention.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I've talked about this show before.
You have.
But this show, this season right here,
Mm-hmm.
it's a game changer.
Okay.
And I'm all for it.
Okay.
Big Brother.
Okay.
Big Brother on CBS.
Okay.
Okay, so as you know, Big Brother after the 4th of July, they get 16 people in the house, and you compete in everything. And each week there's a if a person wins the head of household competition, they're safe for the week, and they got to pick 2 people to go on the block to go home.
Oh wow!
So we on 22 seasons, right?
Right.
So the first 20 seasons, nothing but white people was winning.
All the black people winning?
No, hold on. Let me get finished.
I'm sorry. I'm getting excited.
Season 21, a girl wins, but she's Samoan. She's not black.
Okay.
And the reason why the black people was not winning in the past seasons because there was like only 1 or 2, and they was always the first to go.
Okay.
So Big Brother decided, hey, we're gonna put more black people in because you know what? They may give us the drama that we need. Little did they know it's not the kind of drama they was expecting.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so we got 4 black people, 2 black girls, 2 black boys.
Okay.
We got a half black, half Mexican, and a half black, half Indians, like from India.
Okay.
So that's like 6 people. Okay, so they, these folks be forming alliances, different alliances.
Yeah.
So all the black people said, hey, we're going to come together. All the people of color, we're going to come together. And we're going to call ourselves the Cookout. Okay? The Cookout. Girl, yes. Okay, so last week, one of the members of the Cookout, Tiffany, she went to all of her members of the Cookout and said, hey, this is what we need to do. We need to get a pond. Each of us need to have a pond that's not in our alliance. Right. So that means if we ever go up the block, we have the numbers because our pond will always vote for us to stay in. And then, because all they want to do is make sure that the 6 people, they're going to be the remaining 6 people.
Okay.
It is working so far. And they are getting along. It is no fights between the black people.
That's awesome.
No fights between the black people. Now I'm gonna say this because my teacher, my former high school teacher, her son, I had to unfriend him, had the nerve to call out CBS saying, you don't see that's being racist. How is that being racist?
Wait a minute, is he black or white?
He white, of course.
Stop.
And that's why I had to unfriend him. Because he was talking about how CBS if it was all white people that did that, they would have called racism. No, because they was doing it for the past 20
seasons. Are you kidding me?
And so now they're mad. That man is mad because he see an opportunity for a black person to win $750,000. They upped the ante from $500K. The first place went to 750. So I'm thinking the second place people either gets 50,000 or 75,000. It's one or the other. But I know, girl, Girl, when I tell you I am all for that, and I have a friend, Tangela, we be watching it together.
Mhm.
And I said, girl, what you think about Tiffany's plan? She said, it's brilliant. I said, it is the most brilliant plan
Ever.
ever.
Oh my God.
Ever. Because let me tell you how many white people are in the group. Hold
Okay.
on. I mean, white people that are left.
Okay.
Because that's all that's been leaving.
Are white people?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I don't think they realized it.
No, these black people that outsmarted them.
Okay, so we got an Asian guy.
Okay.
Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black and white folks. And they already got 2 white folks on the block. So you know another white person is going home.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's going to be the one that's winning all the competition because
Get him out of there. Him or her.
the Asian guy is the head of household.
Okay.
And so he said, I got to make a bold move. And so he didn't put the strongest player on the block because he knew he was going to win. Somehow he was going to win and take himself off the block. So what he did was backdoored him. So he used the pawn. She ended up winning the veto, the power of veto. That's what they call it, the power of veto. She took herself off the block, backdoored him, said, get your ass up on there.
Well, okay, so hold on. Yeah. I feel like I saw this. I went over my mom's house. Was it Sunday?
Yes, it comes on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Okay. This day I was over my mom's house. This guy, he didn't see it coming. Whoever it was, he thought he was going to be on the show longer.
Oh, Brent. That was Brent.
That was Brent?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, that was so funny.
He was upset, baby.
Oh, that was a killer. I was like, oh my God, that is so hilarious.
And people who he thought had his back absolutely did not.
Okay, and then after so many people are eliminated, okay, now the first 4 people, they're not going to be able to vote on who wins because it's the contestants on the show who decides on who wins. So, and then once they get to the point where they need to start putting people in the jury house, it needs to be 7 jury members.
Okay.
And so that way, that's why Tiffany was saying, like, look, we need to control this because we can control jury.
Right.
Right now, we only thinking about keeping a 6 in the house.
Right.
Then we can go against one another.
Right. But right now, let's
because we want somebody of color to win the $750,000.
Absolutely.
Girl, I was like, I'm all for this plan. I love it. Love it.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Okay. This is interesting.
Love it. I was like, Tiffany, you my girl. Tiffany's in her mid-40s, a single mama, so she's just all about the game. I
need Tiffany to win $750,000 then.
Tiffany, me and you are here, girl. You are here because and then America also votes on who their favorite contestant in, and they will get 25,000. I don't know if they're gonna up their ante either, but I am voting for Tiffany.
Got you. So when does Big Brother air and what station?
On CBS. It airs Sunday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Thursday is always the elimination day. Okay. And then the head of household competition. And then there'll be some Thursdays when they do a double elimination. So after the first elimination, they do like all things in 1 week. The head of household, then next you know is the veto competition, then it's the second elimination.
Wow. Okay.
Girl, it is interesting.
Game move. Kind of what the surreal life is, right?
I don't think so.
Is it kind of similar to that? I thought they played like games and stuff on surreal.
They probably play games, but not in this magnitude.
Okay. This is gonna be that's interesting. Okay.
I'm just loving that dynamic.
I got you because like the black people can't get if we can only come together in real life like that, you know? So my show pick of the week is Blind Spotting. I saw the movie actually. So if you guys aren't familiar with Blind Spotting stars Raphael Cassell and Daveed Diggs, along with Jasmine Cephas Jones, and a couple of other familiar faces. So that movie, very good movie. It talks about it's about the prison system and how that's set up and how that works. Um, and it's amazing. I love the movie. It was really, 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 really good. And it's a little different because they do like poetry and some different things the way they do it, but it's set in Oakland, California. So I checked the movie out because I was like, I gotta find this movie. At first they had it for rent, but they made it available on Stars. So I got to see the movie, and then the season finale of Blind Spotting happened this past Sunday. So overall, the series again is about the girlfriend of Raphael Cassell's character, who goes to jail because he had drugs or something, and they caught him. They busted him with the drugs. So he got 5 years in the penitentiary, and he's going to be sent to San Quentin. The season finale is where his baby mama girlfriend, who he's been with for forever since they were like teenagers, and his name is Miles. His character's name is Miles. Been with them forever since they were teenagers. She decides because she accidentally finds engagement ring because he was going to propose to her. She decides, hey, we finna get married, because when he goes to San Quentin, the time that he's away, they have a program where you can have conjugal visits with your spouse, and actually the kids can go and they have like a house on the prison grounds where you could spend the weekend as a family. So his mom told her about that. They make a decision that they're going to go ahead and get married. They get married. It's official. His sister got ordained as a minister so that she could perform the wedding at the jail. They went through so many changes to get in, so many changes to get married. But they had the wrong person, didn't have him, they had somebody else whose name rhymed with his. And so they went through so many changes, but they finally got it. It was beautiful. Another character on the show was a guy who was on house arrest that was staying with her best friend's mom. It was like next door to them. The mom houses guys who, they are house arrest or whatever, and I guess the state pays her for having the guys there at the house. Well, the guy, he went to work. He called his parole officer to let him know, we get off work a little later, I should be home.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't get in touch with his parole officer. Said, that's fine. Just call me. I'm finna go off the grid for a little bit, but I should be done by then. Just call me when you're going home so I can make sure I report it. He couldn't get in touch with his parole officer at all. So he ended up going back to jail. It was crazy. But that's what Blind Spotting is about. It's really about the prison system and how guys have to navigate that life outside of that. They get a felony or even a misdemeanor. They have to go on house arrest or go through different changes and how that affects them. And like I said, it's in the community of Oakland. That's where Daveed Diggs is from. That's where he grew up. So a lot of his storytelling, if he does like a movie or a lot of his rapping and stuff, is coming from that area because that's where he's from. So I dig it. I really like the show. It's a really good show. Jasmine Cephas Jones shines as always. She's an excellent actress. Helen Hunt is also in it for Mad About You. She's amazing. The young lady that plays the sister, I can't remember her name. She's good. I mean, it's just a really good all around show, and I love it. So you can watch all 8 episodes of Blind Spotting on Stars. You can get Stars on demand, or you can watch it on Stars and get caught up on that. And also the movie Blind Spotting is also on Stars as well. So if you want to start from the movie and then pivot to the series, you most definitely can. So, just a couple of announcements. The first one is I read an article where Lawrence kind of talked about um the navigation of the relationship between him and Issa on our show. We ain't got no date for it yet. But Insecure is coming back. I think let the baby have a honeymoon and stuff because they got to do press for all of that, the coming out of the shows and all that stuff. She does a lot when they get ready to premiere a new season of Insecure. So we want her to have her honeymoon. We want her to have her fun. Everybody, a lot of people question why Yvonne Orji wasn't a bridesmaid or Natasha Rothwell. They were there at the wedding, okay? To get an invite to the south of France is enough for me. I ain't got to be in your wedding. I'm in the south of France, okay? But he did talk about you're gonna see the dynamic of their relationship with him and this baby. You're gonna see whether or not he's actually gonna, move forward and move to San Francisco, or if he's gonna stay in LA. You're gonna get to see that. So I can't wait to see that. We did talk about earlier. This Is Us will be coming in January. I don't like it, but it is what it is. And then
The Kissing Booth 3 coming out tomorrow.
Okay, great. Kissing Booth 3 on Netflix. Make sure you check it out. If you have not seen the first two movies, it's really cute. I like it. I like the little rom-coms. So make sure you guys check it out. There is a rumor circulating around that Portia is not going to be returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
That's going to really cause a drencher because Simon and her, that would have been the whole show.
I believe so. Because I don't care to see Kenya's divorce. I don't care for that at all. You getting divorced, this is the 15th time you done filed for divorce, girl. And the man wants half of everything. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to see it on the TV. I don't. The other thing is there's a rumor going around that Candace asking for $4 million for the season. I don't know if that's gonna have Candy.
Okay.
I don't know that that's gonna happen either. There is so much that I'm just not okay with here. So yeah, that's the rumor. And that's where we are in life, and I'm not okay with it. If she's gone, there go your show right there. So I know she asked for either an extension of episodes for her spinoff, or she asked for
she got the chat room, the Bravo chat room.
She got Bravo chat room. So I mean, she got pampered by Portia. She has the gold naked hair. She has Dish Nation, and she got Bravo chat room. And now it's down to just her and Giselle. I don't know why Hannah left or is not on the show, but I think it was good terms because Hannah she shared Bravo chat room. I saw on her Twitter. She liked it when Portia and Giselle shared it on their Twitter pages. So I don't think it's any bad blood between them. Now the other lady that was on there that I don't remember, she left and it was on bad terms. And I don't know if they got into a disagreement over the fight with Monique. I'm not sure what happened, but that lady left and it was on bad terms. So we'll see. I want to see Portia continue to grow. I want her to continue to do her work that she's been doing in the Black community as well. And I think we're going to see that. I think she's very protective of this relationship because she knows that there are certain cast members that are going to come for her and her situation. And I feel like I think really Bravo, since Cynthia's not going to be a part of the show and you ain't got to worry about that shit, you can move that money on over to Portia. Why not? That's how I feel. So yeah, that's our TV news for the week. I had another story, but I lost it. I'll have it next week. Wendy, do you have any last thoughts?
No, I don't. It is
Okay.
10:03. I need to be
It
in
is.
bed.
It's past my bedtime too, girl. I'm sleeping in I'm in my child's room. I gotta get that together. We will see you back here, guys, Tuesday. We're temporarily doing Tuesdays until
I think next Tuesday will be the last Tuesday.
okay. Next Tuesday will be the last Tuesday. We'll be back on Mondays. And we can be earlier than this time right here. Praise God. Okay, so next Tuesday we'll be back, and then after next Tuesday, we'll be back to Mondays. So make sure you are following the page. Go and subscribe, like, and share the Size Up Official Podcast. Also, select the notification bell.
So you know when we are broadcasting
So
live.
you know when we broadcast, and you'll get that.
If you have any shows that you would like for us to watch and talk about,
hit us up.
Just let us know.
Let us know. You can reach us at the Size Up Official Podcast on YouTube and just comment on this video. Or you can email us at the sizeup2102@gmail.com. Send us that email. We got you. We'll make sure that we talk about the show. Give us some show ideas. We're working on bringing some more shows to you guys. We're so excited. We're excited. We thank you to all the viewers that have viewed our videos. I'm super excited.
Yes.
So we're excited about that. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We're gonna keep
on
shows.
Come on.
Yes.
Because we silly up in this joint.
We are silly. We ain't got no problem with being silly. So make sure you guys tune in and like. And that's it. That's all we got.
That's all we got.
Bye-bye.